What's good, y'all? Hit that like button. Hit that like button. By the way, we're starting the Paradise Life and Beyond group. My bad, I didn't go. Hopefully, you have a great Sunday. I didn't go live earlier because I was phone dirty. I was en route back from Buzios. Had a nice little 2-day trip to Buzios. Really nice spot in out here in Brazil. Enjoyed it. Nice hotel as well. Really nice town. Real tourist town. Real touristy town. Bobby Rell in the building. What's good, Bobby Rell? Dennis Strong in the building. SV the guard. Boston. Donnell Williams, what up? Enough is enough. What's good with you? Backpack Val in the building. Shout out to my bro. Yeah, we went to the Flamingo game the other day. I posted that early. No, it's early on Instagram. Went to the Flamingo game. It was a dope game. You know that crowd always live. I think I'm gonna do that every time I come to Brazil. Make sure there's a Flamingo game. Gary Mack, what up? Excuse me, guys. Sorry, I got bad heartburn. Like, Chief, I just hit you up. So check your messages. I just hit you up. What's going on with you, baby? Yeah, it's super loud. I was excited. It was definitely a dope game. We won. Well, Flamingo won, excuse me. I guess that's my team because I be here. We're opening up the Paradise Life and Beyond group. So if you want to be in the Paradise Life and Beyond group, hit me up. You can get in the group now. I'm letting everybody in who wants to get in. Ladies, if you're watching this, we have a Paradise Life Her coming up. Shout out to Miss J. She's going to be running that group as well. So stay tuned for the Paradise Life Hers. Okay, so that'll come up. But for Paradise Life and Beyond, the next WhatsApp group, you guys can hit me up and join on in. Okay, so we're getting to that. Myself, I'm just tired. Just got back from Buzios, just out of it. Like, I didn't even want to get out of bed this morning. I was so tired. Partying in the club till like 4 in the morning. It was dope. Nice club scene. Like I said, real touristy, but it's cool. Skyrider was good with you. Yeah, I didn't even see the game yesterday. Machete Don't Tweet was good with you. Hanging out with flip-flops again. All Goody in the building. Shout out to you, All Goody. Dennis, yeah, a lot of gentlemen's clubs here, all over. I'm sure you heard of 4x4 and stuff like that. Shout out to everybody came. Shout out to Ray from Rumba. He pulled up to Brazil, hang out for a couple days. Got a couple more days here. Gonna do some more touristy stuff. Looks like it was raining in Copacabana today, so a little crazy. Weather's not bad. Jesse Shorts was good with you, Chi-Town in the building. I had to go, matter of fact, your picture, I'm gonna go take another picture at the Lapa Steps tomorrow. Go hang out there for a little bit. Bobby Rell, it's actually 3 hours away from Rio. Buzios is 3 hours, but like I said, it's dope. 2-3 day trip, you find. Tons of restaurants. Everything's kind of within walking distance. I mean, Uber's available all over there, but everything's within walking distance. 24 beaches in Buzios. We did like 2. It's really dope. Boat tours, all that stuff. I was kind of just chilling and relaxing. Yeah, you could take the bus. We did Uber. Uber was like $100, but like I said, it's 3 hours away. It's pretty far, but it was dope. So, you know, definitely enjoyed it, and I will go back. I'll try to make a little Buzios trip once in a while. I wanted to go live from there, but you know, get caught up at the restaurants, out and about, drinking, having a good time. So kind of didn't. Oh, definitely no. 100 is definitely worth it, bro. Definitely worth it. Shout out to my bro, Counter Punch Boxing. If you're into boxing, make sure you hit that brother's channel. I don't know many people that know sports like I do, but I can tell you my man here in Counter Punch Boxing knows boxing. We've had many conversations at the bar about boxing with this man. So if you're into boxing, follow that man's channel. He's got some good stuff. Knows his ish. You know, you guys know I'm the owl, as they call me, when it comes to sports. But I can't go toe to toe too much with him when it comes to boxing. That man's good. So shout out to him. Shout out to the bro. Randall, what's good with you? I'm good, my brother. I'm chilling. I think I missed a comment here. Yeah, definitely hit that like button. Hit that like button. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I turned the AC off. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm just tired out of it. P-Man, what's good with you? Weather's been fine, Bobby. I'll tell you the truth. This is their winter time. You know, August is I'll never come back again in August. I told Steve-O that we're not coming back in August. August is freezing cold. It's been in the 80s, high 70s, low 80s. It's been fine. Seriously, it's been real fine. Can't complain. I get to walk around and not sweat to death. I know DR is hot as hell right now, so right now I'm chilling. Shout out to everybody that was up at Flip Flops, man. Appreciate all y'all. As I said, if you're just joining us, hit me up. We're opening up the new WhatsApp group. All right, I got my admins in there, and I'm probably gonna add 2 more admins. Got my admins in there already. It's gonna be dope. So, the new WhatsApp group, Paradise Life Beyond. Join in, feel free, and we are gonna go from there. So that'll be. So we're gonna start a couple more Paradise Life groups. I try not to keep the groups over 300 people. Try to keep it at 3, so it'll be multiple groups. Shout out to whoever runs this Sosua group. Excuse me. I heard about a group called Sosua. I actually was sent the link, but I guess I wasn't approved to be in the group. But it's like 800 members. Shout out to y'all. 800 members. Jesus, I wouldn't even want a group like that in one group. That's a lot of people. But shout to you. It's a Sosua group, and Mr. Sosua is not in it. Shout to y'all. I heard it's a dope group, though. Got a lot of friends in the group. But I heard it's a really dope group, so shout to you, whoever started that group. DJ Big Local in the building. What's up, my brother? Bobby said, I heard both about August. Yeah, but I'll tell you right now, have a hoodie if you come in August. Have a hoodie. Remember, I told you, you come in August too, matter of fact. Have a hoodie because it is cold, especially at night. I remember one time we was in Mavs and our teeth were chattering. It was so cold. And I said, I'll never come back here again in August. But July, this is fine. 4th of July weekend. Shout out to all the bros that pulled up, Paradise Life, others that pulled up for the 4th of July weekend. Definitely had a dope time. Still got some guys here. Some guys are still here. Probably link up with them later. Man, yeah, this is cool. What is it? 5 o'clock here now? No, 4:20. And see, I'm outside chilling. Definitely not too cold. Definitely not too hot. So I'm good with that. You know what I mean? People are hitting me now. If you want to get in the Paradise Life and Beyond group, hit me up. I'll add you in right away. Pretty much got most of the admins. Gonna add a few more admins to the group. And big shout to Dashim, South Jersey, Grego, J. Clyde, Noel Lachiva, Polo. Those are my admins for right now. Gonna add some more people to it. Shout to Kels, he just joined the group. Blade Runner's in the group. Shout to Blade Runner. Z, Touche, shout to y'all. Want to add more people? Starting today, we're gonna open the group. I said I was gonna wait till I come back, but we'll just get it started. Get the group started and get everybody, accommodated and kicking it. Gonna have people from all Paradise Life and Beyond is gonna be from all over. So Sosua, DR, I got guys in Brazil that's gonna be in the group, Thailand, guys from everywhere. So we're just gonna communicate, network, talk to each other. Let everybody know what's going on. Dennis said, what is the scene like at the Gentleman's Club? I mean, it's cool. I haven't been in a while, but it's cool. You go in there and hang out, drink, eat, like a regular club. And then you do what you do. Ray Loyal in the building. I'm so mad I left my Get Right, man. I'm serious. I'm so mad about that. I didn't even bring the little joint. Post that link, Ray Loyal, so if you're interested in the Get Right fragrance, man. Paradise Life, Get Right. We've got tons of merch, man. Passport holders, luggage tags. I'm about to buy some new luggage tomorrow, too. Luggage tags, man, so much merch, man. We're also updating the Teespring with more T-shirts. The T-shirts with the flags on them. Thailand, Puerto Rico, Colombia, Cuba, all of that. So we're loading that up. Shout to Don. He's helping me get that done. And shout to Murder Mace as well. Getting that done and just loading up some more options on the Teespring store. Polo, shout to Polo, my G. What's good with you? And you finally on the live, right? Bobby Rowe, I got to check Marco every trip. We went to Rasta Beach first, then hung out Marco the next day. Probably going to see Marco sometime this week before I leave, so shout to him. Definitely show Marco love all the time. Gary M, what's good with you? Well, honestly, we only ate breakfast. It was only breakfast. We went out, but in Buzios, it's really Buzios is a tourist town, so it's all tourism. Really safe too. You got nothing to worry about walking around. You're good. But you got tourists from Argentina, Brazilian tourists to come from other cities. Tons of restaurants. I didn't have one bad thing at any restaurant. All the food was good. Drinks was good. I'm drinking Sex on the Beach. Drinks was good. Everything was cool. So the resort food was just breakfast, which was cool. Then we went out to the town and hung out in the town. So at the end of the day, pretty much all the resorts in Buzios is breakfast, and then you go to the city. You walk down to the city or take an Uber down to the city, and you hang out there and there's tons. You trip over restaurants, seriously. And the way it's set up in Buzios, which I really liked, you got your restaurants that open early and close early. Then you got your restaurants that open up late and close really late. So they all kind of have a system. This guy will be open this time with a band. This guy will open after him. So it's pretty dope. Some spots say open 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning. The club was open till 6 in the morning. The club only opens up one day, every Saturday. Like I said, they're more of a tourist town, so it's like a weekend thing. Town was packed. So yeah, definitely. Buzios is something I would tell you if you're a couple, even if you're single, you want to go check it out. It's just something to hang out at. You know what I'm saying? Get away from Copacabana real quick. You know, I'm trying to explore a little more here and there. The Midnight Groove, what's good with you? We'll be able to promote your business in the group chat. Yeah. If you have a business, yeah, what we're gonna do is this. We're gonna set rules. Any promotion has to be approved by the group, by the admins. So yeah, you can definitely promote if you want to join a business. I actually got a couple dudes that have businesses. Just has to be approved. That's all. Meaning, you know, friends of the group type thing. Yeah, but definitely, 100%. And but as long as we know you're doing good business, you know what I'm saying? There go that link right there. There's that link. Hit that link right there for the Get Right Paradise Life fragrance, man. It's dope. We got the new one coming out, purple label. They got the new one coming out. I'm saying I did it. New one coming out, purple label. Big shout to the bros, man. These dudes is doing it. You know, I don't put my name behind everybody, but since we started kicking it, they got nothing but support from me. I told you guys before I even had a Paradise Life cologne that Get Right was my favorite cologne. Never lied. Still is. I still got the original Get Right bottle. So shout out to them. No Trini. I might hit Trini up this week. Double A was good. What you see in 2 weeks? The Lemmy's cool. Rasta Beach was dope. It was really dope beach. It was crowded the day after, but it was dope. Mama flipping the building. Oh yeah, you know I keep them red cups, baby. So the club I was in last night's called 151. 151. They wouldn't let me bring my red cup, and I said, man, I gotta bring it. They said, no, sir. We'll hold the cup here for you, but you can't bring it in. I was like, so I thought it was weird, but I was like, fuck, I'm gonna go have a good time. You gotta buy cups. They got me with that one. I was like, then you buy a bottle, water bottle of Absolute. They didn't have Grey Goose. Got to buy Absolute. They brought us a little folding table, put it out. I'm like, what's up with the VIP? Like, oh no, that costs so extra. I'm like, I just spent $100 I can't get a seat. There's oh, you gotta pay a little extra for that. I'm like, all right, whatever. So standing there drinking. Then I go, wait a minute. I get the bill because you already gotta pay the bill in advance. I get the bill and they got their own 151 cups. I got the cup in the room, so they made me buy a cup. That's why I couldn't bring a red cup in there, motherfuckers. Jamila around the world. No, Jay, I have not tried it yet. I'm actually gonna, excuse me, I'm gonna fly here. I'm actually gonna try to go for breakfast to the BB's, I think it is, and try that car. I have never eaten it. I won't lie. I didn't know what it was, honestly. I'm one of them people, like, if I can't see what that is, I'm not gonna touch it. But one of my boys said it's amazing, so I will be trying it. I did not see any fights last night, Dennis. I apologize. And yes, big happy birthday to Gregory 5. His birthday's today. Shout to my little boy. I gotta hit him up. Like I said, we just got back from Buzios, so I'm still tired. I can't see that comment, whoever that is. GC, what's good with you? Bobby Russ said, what's the number you suggest? Rasta Beach, number 20. Number 20, we were at 17 or 20. One of those. Midnight Groove, hit me up. I'll add you to the group. You can send me email, Instagram, whatever. Hit me up, I'll add you to the group. Like I said, we're opening the group up. I'll be adding people. Just hit me up, you get added to the group. And like I said, when it comes to promotions, as long as it's a legit business, not no scammer-ish, you know, admin just got to approve the promotion and you good. We want everybody to win. Definitely. Listen, Raylo, you know I never lied. I'll never forget, it was a Halloween party. Was it 2 years ago or a year ago? It's 2 years ago. Ray walks in, he goes, yo, I got the bottle. I was like, what up? Showed me the first Paradise Life, fresh off the press bottle with the case and everything. I thought it was so dope. Shout out my man T Moore. He tried to buy it. He's like, I'll buy that right now. I was like, bro, it's the first one. I can't sell it. That's mine. Shout out to everybody that supports the movement, man. Paradise Life, we moving. Ricardo said, what's up, Flip? Never knew they had cold months in Brazil. Oh, yeah. Remember, we below the equator, so it's a little different. Their winter time is June, July, August. That's their winter time. So it's cold. Yeah, like I said, Bobby, 17 on 20. 17. So now they were like red and black or something, but it had their logo on it, 151. It was a dope cup, but I just realized they made me buy cups. Like, what was I supposed to do with the drink it, put it in my hands and sip it out? Like, what the fuck was that? Weird club situation, but it was a nice. We had a good time. Nice club. Oh, listen, Jesse. I definitely had Caparinas, Cappy vodka, and Caparinas. You know I like vodka. Definitely appreciate that. Yes, happy birthday to my little man. He said Playero got grits again. I'll be buying. Well, let me take care of that right now. Let me take care of the grit situation right now. I will. Thank you for telling me, Bobby. If there's grits in Playero, there won't be any in less than an hour. You know, I gotta keep them grits. The grits. I'm the king of grits. I keep them grits stocked up. Scott Ryder said, "You're great. Hit me on the gram. Hit me up, Scott. Hit me up. I add you to the group. Just hit me up. Anybody, if you have any emails, Instagram, hit me up. I will add you to the group. So we're adding people. So once I get your message with your phone number, make sure your phone number on it. I'll add you to the group. Nomadic Rod, what's good with you, my bro? We'll add it. So like I said, it's a new Paradise Life group. I think this is the 7th Paradise Life group. So we have. I like to keep the groups 300 and under. Okay, shout to the dude whoever has Sosua. There's like 800 dudes in that group. Shout to that. I don't like to have that many people because too much goes on. So big shout to them. Still trying to figure out how Mr. Sosua is not in the Sosua group, but I'm not mad. It's all love. Elvis was good. He said, "What's your advice for those who smuggle liquid in the bars?" I don't really like that, bro. I mean, excuse me. You gotta understand something. People are in business to make money. Obviously, every business you want to make money. If you bring in alcohol and we sell alcohol, you kind of undermining the business. That makes sense. So I don't really agree with that. Now, when I go to the beach, any beach, everybody knows I bring my own liquor because I'm spending money on the chairs. I'm buying food, whatever it is. I'm supporting the business. But on the beaches, I bring my own liquor because that's just, I don't know where I'm gonna go, so I'll make sure I have my own liquor. But going into a restaurant or a bar with alcohol, case in point, I walk in Roomba or I walk a big shout to my bro. I didn't get to his party. The party was yesterday at Brick City Flame. Shout out to my bro out there. I walk in Brick City Flame or I walk in Roomba with my cup, right? I'll have some liquor in there, but it's in the open. I'm letting everybody know, hey, I'm bringing my cup in, but I'm about to spend some money. Okay, so it's a difference. Like, I'm not walking in and just not spending no money in the business. I'm walking in with my red cup. It's like saying you walking in flip-flop with an open beer. You're going to buy more beer. You're going to buy some shots. So it's all good. I don't mind. It came off the street, but I can't have you walk in here and do your own liquor, do your own thing. It's just, you undermine the business a little bit. But when I walk in the business with this red cup and I got alcohol in it, I'm coming to drink. I'm coming to spend some money. So at the end of the day, every business lets me walk in because you got the crew with him. They're about to drop a bag real quick. So I'm not undermining the business. I'm spending my bread. So in that situation, it's a double-edged sword for me, but I really don't like it when people bring alcohol to a business, especially flip-flop, because I'm like, we sell it. And I have everything. Like me, I know Vince has damn near everything at Brick City Flame. I think our 3 businesses have every liquor you can find in America. Me, Flip-Flops, Brick City Flame, and Roomba, King's Roomba, which is all Paradise Life approved, have pretty much every liquor that you can find in the States. So, but us putting that work in to make sure we get that liquor, we like you to come spend your money for that liquor we had to get. Some guys got to fly back home and come back with bags of alcohol, stuff like that. Every time I'm out of the country, what do? Hit up duty free, hit up liquor store. So, it kind of undermines us by doing all that work to get the alcohol we get. Barbara, I knew I should have brought more than one box. I just sent the back signal out. Okay. But I appreciate the heads up. I think it's already sold out, but it's all good. I said, Greg, you really gave me some great advice last week. Thank you again. Appreciate it, Dennis. Definitely appreciate it. Bobby said, you brain bitch. Yeah, we got pretty much every alcohol. I mean, but we work for that. You know what I'm saying? Us being, raised from the Bahamas, but us being Americans, me and Vince, and Ray being from the Bahamas and knows the bar scene, we work to bring those bottles in and get the liquor you can't get anywhere else, and make sure we have that selection of alcohol that most places won't have. You know what I'm saying? That's something I want to talk about with you guys. Don't forget Halloween, the biggest party of the year, biggest event of the year, 4-day event. Get with me. So, spots are going fast. The mansion has about 7 rooms left or 8 rooms left, something like that. I gotta look at my book. But some people just put deposits down. Some people bought their VIPs. Some guys are only doing the boat party and the mansion party. That's cool. We got the ATVs, the river party, all that. So definitely hit me up. It is going to be an event. You guys know I got surprises all the time. I'm always doing new stuff, so I'm always trying to outdo myself. Gary, I appreciate you, brother. What up with you? Be careful. Why won't I go to Brazil in August? Because it's cold. In August, it's really cold. All right, so June, July, August is the Brazilian winter. That's why I said I won't go in. I did August before. We were freezing here. Like, remember that time was that February, I think I was here? And it was hot as hell? Well, August is the complete opposite. It's cold as hell. It rains a lot. It's cold, freezing. So August, I wouldn't recommend traveling to Brazil, well, at least not Rio de Janeiro, in August. It's really, really cold. So that's why I won't come back. I did August once. I think we did August twice, matter of fact, I think. That's why I said I'll never come back. Yeah, I think we did August twice with the first Paradise Life big group trip. But yeah, it's too cold now. You don't get to enjoy the beach. It's kind of like this almost every day, a little gloomy. Let me show you guys. A little gloomy and stuff. Shot from my balcony. So we got the hot tub that I never use. I've never used that hot tub ever. David said, I know you're having fun, but make sure definitely. But like I said, today we just got back. Did long car ride. Didn't get in the cribs like 4 in the morning. It was super. So I'm just tired right now. But definitely got to stay hydrated. You know that. La Chiva, my bro, said that's a fact. I've been with you with the red cup and still drop paper. Yeah, we gon' listen. The red cup is famous. They know when I walk through the door, we gonna spend money. So it is what it is. At the end of the day, when I walk in a spot, there's definitely no disrespect. I'm walking in a spot to spend some money. So if you see this red cup, everyone knows he gonna spend some money. I'm not even gonna go to a bar if I'm not gonna spend money. Might as well just stay home. You know what I'm saying? Like, what I'm walking in the bar for? I ain't spending no money. He said Chica boxing. I can't give it all away yet, DJ Midlook. I can't get it all away yet. I can't see this comment. I apologize. Whoever that is, I can't see the comment. Machete, don't tweet. Yo, the birthday gonna be dope. You know that. I'm thinking about I was gonna do a white party. Big shout to Eric, Hugh Grad. I was gonna do a white party for Halloween. I'm gonna do a white party for my birthday. So stay tuned for that. I'll be doing a white party for my birthday. I think we're gonna do some costumes and masquerade for Halloween, but I think I'll do a white party for my birthday. So that I'll make it a nice little event. Dennis said, would you be willing to go to Brazil with TMI? I don't even know what TMI is, to say the truth. I ain't heard of him or see him in a minute. Good time, Grego. What's up, Grego? He said, I was on the way there, but got stopped in Colombia. Or you stopped in Colombia. Shout out to Good Time, Grego, Jay Claude, La Chiva as well. They are admins in the new Paradise Life group. Polo as well. So like I said, hit me up. The group is going to get dope. We're just starting out, but it's going to get, I told everybody, let everybody know. We jumping on it. Paradise Life Beyond. That's the new group. Yeah, September gets a little warm. So, but like I said, August is crazy. Bobby Suds 215, got to get you a fresh Eagles jersey. Thank you, but no thank you. I appreciate it so much. So hold on. I don't know if you guys follow Deion Sanders on Instagram. So Deion posted his old Deion, the white, red, green, and gold that I had. So I posted the story, and I got like something like 100 likes or something like that on my thing. I said, because so I guess someone found the sneakers and brought it to him, and I was like, listen, man, I got a pick 6 in those sneakers. Did the dance, got yelled at for a whole quarter, even benched for like 2 plays. They put me back in, and then I said, Coach, it's a Deion. I gotta do the Deion, and I ran like 15 laps that Monday. I got like 100 likes. I was like, yo, that's crazy. Those are my favorite fucking sneakers. Big shout out to Deion Sanders. I was a huge Deion fan back then. I tell you how much of a Deion fan I was, just so you understand. I bought a Deion Dallas jersey. It took me 2 hours to convince myself that having the Dallas Cowboy jersey wasn't that bad. Wasn't that bad because it's Deion, and I'm a Deion fan. 2 hours in the store, I'm like this. I'm not, but I'm a Giants fan. I'm battling with myself. I was young as hell. I was like, I can't wear a Cowboy jersey, but it's Deion. It's okay. It's Deion Sanders. So I got the jersey. I wore it like twice. My homies that was Giants fans ragged on me. They was like, "What the hell are you doing with a Cowboy jersey?" I was like, "Bro, I'm a Deion fan. Every time I wear the jersey, I'm wearing the Deion's. It is what it is." That was one of my real good, real big mistakes in life, buying a Cowboy jersey. SV to go, I said TMO. He back in there. I ain't heard from him. I don't know. Last time I saw him was in Thailand. He was in Thailand for like a year, something like that. I don't know. He was there for a long time. Barisi, what was good, baby? Just got back from Caraco. Got to get my wife's clean. Yeah, we're gonna do a white party for my birthday. I was gonna do Halloween, but I said nah. It's already kind of set up for Halloween, so we'll do a white party for my birthday. It's gonna be really dope. Our birthday, by the way, too. Get it popping. I said, well, I'm booked for August. No, listen, you're gonna enjoy yourself regardless, Bobby. I'm just saying I won't come back in August again because it's gonna be it's really cold. That's all. Bring you a hoodie, bring you some long pants. You still, Bobby, you know how to move around. You still gonna have fun. He's a grown up. Everybody loved Deion, man. I was a huge Deion fan. Couldn't tell me nothing. Nah, couldn't have a Jordan jersey. Didn't even have Jordans. Didn't even have Jordans. Who was faster, Deion Sanders, Darryl Green? You know what? That's left to be said. Everybody said Darryl was faster. A lot of people said Darryl was faster. I'm still gonna go Deion though. I don't think they've erased. So you want to take TMI's the bro, man. That's my bro for a long time. He be a stranger sometimes, but that's still my bro. I love TMI. Big shout to him. Shout to Rich Boy, what's good? How's Brazil? Brazil's cool, man. We out here chilling. Bro. Brazil is cool as hell. Like I said, just got back from Buzios. Nice little weekend trip. Just get out of Copacabana for a couple days. Hit the club, wilded out, had some fun. Now back in Copacabana and chilling at the crib. Just got to the crib. Elvis said, who was better in their prime, Deion or Bo Jackson? Well, Bo Jackson was probably the better all-around athlete, but his career got chopped down by a hip injury. Definitely was the better baseball player, excuse me. Hell of a running back, one of the best running backs we've ever seen. So definitely, I'm a Deion fan, but I gotta say Bo Jackson was out of this world. And we didn't get to see Bo Jackson reach his full potential in his prime because of the injuries. Once that hip injury happened, he got messed up. Jesse Shaw said, definitely don't expect a New Yorker to have Jordan gear. Yeah, I bought a pair. I bought the first Jordans back in the day. As a matter of fact, I got the first ones now, the Mocha joints. I got the New York Knicks joints as well. Shout out my bro. I was never really a Jordan fan because he always busted Knicks' ass. King Sam in the building. What's good with you? Big shout to Queen Sam. Appreciate you. And I will be, let me check my account now. No, I still don't have enough. I will be sending the remainder of that payment in a couple of days, hopefully before I get back to Brazil. Big shout to Queen Sam. Hopefully King Sam not getting on your nerves. Rich Boy said, is Brazil dangerous as people make it seem? It is dangerous. Okay, I'm going to tell you like this. You're safe in Copacabana. Buzios is super safe. It's a tourist town. It was super safe. Buzios is dumb safe. It is a little dangerous in here. Copacabana, you're pretty safe, but you just gotta be careful. Don't wear a bunch of jewelry. Even I had my Paradise Life chain on. People were like, "Hey man, is that gold? Like you might want to be careful." I said, "No, I know. You know, I know how to move around. You don't be wanting to wear jewelry out here. You know, as long as you stay in the main areas, you fine." I've been walking around 4 a.m. out here, so wasn't that big. See my little friends right here? They pull up on me all the time. So yeah, it's dangerous in parts, you know. But in the tourist area, you're kind of cool. You ain't got much to worry about. And listen, for me, it's the same as everywhere, as long as you carry yourself properly. You know, that's the main thing. Respect every country, everywhere you go to, like you would show respect in the worst hood you go to. If you gotta go to one of the worst hoods, you would respect that hood. That's all. All street rules apply. All that applies. Jamel around the world said prime time ran a 418. Never officially clocked. But yeah, that's the thing. And he left. He did the 418 and left. Shout out to Blame on my boogie, Young Jay in the building. It was a great turnout for just the Tip Thursdays. Every first and third Thursday of the month, I wasn't there, but Jay held it down, so definitely. She did her thing. Cheese steaks, fried mac and cheese, gringo beans, all that good stuff. Shout out to Young Jay. Jamel said, I will take LT. Oh, well, no, LT is my guy. You know, I mean, that's easy. LT is my guy. You know, LT is always going to be my guy. So at the end of the day, I'm an LT fan regardless. But if we're talking about superb athletes, Deion and Bo, which is out of this world. Sam said, no problem, brother. I hope you're doing it. Yeah, I'm enjoying myself. We chilling. We chilling out here, man. Chilling in Brazil. Good vibes, good people. Everybody hanging out. So 2 nights said, damn, I was just having that argument with the homie. I said, Deion was the best athlete ever. Yeah, that's kind of where I'm going. That's kind of where I'm going. I got to put Deion up there because we didn't get to see all of Bo. You know, remember Bo Jackson was playing both sports like Deion was, but his career got cut short when he got tackled from behind and it messed up his hip. So we never got to see Bo's full, you know, his full potential, have a full career. But during the time we got to see him, Bo was out of this world. Especially in college. Bo was a monster. DJ Maloko, we might be doing that. Stay tuned. I'm not sure. I might do one of the local tours. Not like I did before, the hood tour, the local tour. Matrix Free in the building. What's up, my brother? How you doing, baby? Big shout out to Matrix Free. King Sam, you know, I tried to get in the hammock again. I bust my ass. I got a video. I might post a video. I tried to get the resort had a hammock, so I tried to get in it. Very unsuccessful. my ass was rolling all over the floor trying to get in a hammock. Shout out to my bro Diego. What's good with you? Said, did you say you weren't a Jordan fan or not? Hold on. Because I'm a Knicks fan. So I'm never going to hate on Jordan. That's why I always say Jordan was the best. He shut down some of the greatest teams ever back then. With no Jordan, the Knicks win a few chips. I'll tell you guys a story that Jordan was almost a Knick. That would have been crazy. Him and Ewing together, oh, man. But, yeah, definitely respect Jordan. I always going to say he's the greatest. You know, of course, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar to me is the greatest ever because he was the greatest at every level of basketball, even a street basketball legend. But Jordan definitely going to get my respect. He kept my Knicks from winning chips. Dennis said, I actually wonder how TMI would hold up in Brazil. How was he? TMI was chilling in Thailand. He was chilling. Every time I bumped into him, he was just sitting there enjoying himself. Johnny Flacco, shout out to my bro Flacco, said, I took over the restaurant where you were going, renamed the Cowboys. Oh, that shit closing. Excuse me. If you renamed the MrFlipFlop Cowboys, that shit closing. Trey Poppy said LT was the greatest defensive player. Yeah, I'm going to say that. I'll go one further. LT probably the greatest football player of all time. Compared to what he did, how he changed the game. He's the reason left tackles make so much money. He's the reason. He basically changed games by himself. You know, there's a funny story. You go watch, I forgot where I saw this at. Ron Jaworski, when he was the quarterback for the Eagles. The linemen were going to retire early. All the linemen were going to retire early because of LT. He said, when you played your Giants that week, you didn't get no sleep because you knew LT was going to wreak havoc. And there's a story how Ron Jaworski couldn't find LT on the field, and he called timeout. LT was on the sideline drinking water. And he said, what, you effing scared, you little pussy? So that's a funny story. And all the linemen were like, the only reason we didn't retire because we knew if we retired, George was going to get killed. So that's a funny story I love. But LT would take over games. See, remember back then, you guys really don't remember this. If you were injured, that means you didn't play the first quarter. You were held out of the starting lineup, and you came in and played later. LT had like torn muscle somewhere in his forearm or some shit like that. Didn't start. Said he'll be in the second quarter though. Came in the second quarter, wreaked havoc by himself, tore it up. Back then it was the real men. Like, oh, I stubbed my toe, turf toe. It wasn't none of that. You were hurt. You played. You didn't start, but you played. Shit, I remember high school, I being hurt, and they were like, okay, Greg, you're not going to start, but you're going to get in like the fifth play. All right, cool. I guess that makes the injury better by me not playing the first series. David said, Flip, we need you to put oxtail tacos. Oh, I wish I could, man. I won't lie to you. It's just as hard to keep them oxtails consistent. New menu coming soon. By the way, thank you for bringing that up. Heat wings. Heat. H-E-A-T. You can order the wings now if you want. Heat wings. Okay? These are going to be a game changer. It's my new flavor wing called Heat. The new menu be out in about another few weeks, but I added heat wings, and these are a killer. So shout to everybody that been copying me. Everybody been biting. You can't copy this heat wing. I'm telling you, it's a game changer. Toast to me for making some new flavor. Always bringing new flavors to the game. Big shout to y'all, man. Oh man, I'm changing the wing game one flavor at a time. 29 said I've been watching clips on Lenny Cook's story. Yeah, yo, hold on. Lenny Cook was supposed to be LeBron. Lenny Cook was supposed to be LeBron, but Lenny couldn't stop partying. I met Lenny Cook, I was 15, 16. He was like 17. He was sipping Hennessy with us. Like Lenny Cook just wasn't, he just wasn't focused. That's all it was. Lenny Cook wasn't focused. Lenny Cook was a monster, but too much partying, too much worrying about, trying to be big instead of getting his game right to go to the NBA. Trey probably said, nah, the Knicks couldn't beat. Hey man, let me tell you something. Give it no Jordan, we win a few chips. It said, please discuss the Britney Spears incident. Honestly, it was already explained, but they didn't know who she was. She ran up and grabbed homie. She's a fan. She ran up and grabbed homie, but security pushed her away, and they told her, they told him to keep walking. No one knew it was Britney Spears. They just thought it was a random person running up and grabbing their star player. I don't knock it because I saw the video. I don't knock it. Security's doing their job. But at the end of the day, Britney could have sent one of her peoples over, said, hey, Britney Spears would like to meet him. And it would have been a done deal. They're not going to say no to Britney Spears. But she didn't do that. She ran up on him and grabbed the homie. And of course, security is there to protect their investment. It's going to $30 million, $40 million guy soon. They're there to protect him. So, I had to do what I had to do. Yeah, it's an argument. LT is the greatest football player ever. Deion is, yeah. I think Deion's the greatest athlete we've ever seen. Like I said, besides Bo's career was cut short, okay? So besides Bo. But, Deion probably the greatest athlete we've ever seen. He could take over games like LT could. But LT had a specific job. Get the quarterback. Like this, if you go back, sacks were not counted till LT's second year. And they said LT had 25 sacks. His rookie year, they said he had 25 sacks. When they went back and looked at the film, he had 25 sacks. But sacks weren't a statistic his rookie year. They were statistics the next year. So those 25 didn't count. Well, it counted, but they counted as tackles, not sacks. John, whoever messaged, I'm sorry, I can't read that message. Let me see if I can see it. Got it. Let me see who's that. Skyward said, now everybody can get into those hammocks. Yeah. Them hammocks are hard. They're definitely dangerous. Johnny Flacco said, ended Joe Theismann. Yeah, he broke his damn leg. But LT could literally take over an entire game by himself. That's, to me, what made him great. A lot of people can't do that. Shout out to Aaron Donald. The new argument is Aaron Donald's the greatest football player. I'm not going to not lie. Excuse me, I'm not going to lie. Aaron Donald is a great player. But would I put him over LT? No. I put him LT 1A, Donald 1B, 100%. 100%. Donald's a game changer. Matter of fact, if Donald don't make that sack in the Super Bowl, Jamar Chase is wide open in the end zone. He beat Ramsey's on the ground. He's wide open in the end zone. 1.3 seconds more, Bengals win the Super Bowl. So Donald actually, that sack won them the Super Bowl. He said, LT is not welcome to DC ever. I saw an interview with him and Theismann that seems to still shake the both of them. Yeah, well, remember, he snapped his leg in half. That was crazy. Snapped it in half. Major Free said, just no, the garlic palm's going to stay, man. We still rocking that garlic palm. You already know that. I just got to add flavors. You guys got to understand something. Excuse me. You guys are on Facebook. There's a lot of drama with restaurants. If a restaurant, all right, so I had this conversation. We're going to go flip-flop business 101 in Dominican Republic. If a restaurant has only been open for a little bit of time and is asking for investors, that means something's wrong. That means they're borrowing money from people. That means they're not doing well. Every business should come in with a plan and a certain budget to hold themselves over for at least a year. Some people just feel, oh, $20,000 to start a business. That's cool. What about sustaining the business? What about employee benefits? What about healthcare? What about If you know you got if employee quits, stuff like that. You have to hold that down for a year. You have to have enough money to hold that down for a year. I will definitely say for any business, if you don't have 100,000, I wouldn't start a business. Not saying you need the whole 100, but to cover your ass, to cover your bases, to make sure that you won't have to come out of your pocket no more. Have that 100 grand. You may only need 50 grand, but have it available. You know, they say the best way to leave Dominican Republic with $1 million is to come with 2 million, because a lot of people just blow money. They don't know what they're doing. I do consultations. If you want to start a business, holler at me. Matter of fact, my accountant is available. She's actually looking for another gig right now. Very, very intelligent. You could definitely manage paperwork and stuff like that. And she's starting a new business herself. I think doing Airbnbs and stuff, running Airbnbs. But yeah, business is not easy. Shout to Jolly Roger. Big shout to them. They're the staple in Sosua. They're actually selling, not because of money, just they've been in the game 16 years. And they say, hey, we're going to sell the business. If you want to buy in, you can buy it, and we'll help you run it for another couple months, and then we out. They're going for 300,000. Like I said, I'm looking to franchise FlipFlop. Should be coming soon. But imagine if Jolly Roger's a brand. You can't mess with that brand. But 300,000. So at the end of the day, if any investment with FlipFlop is going to cost some money, not ain't gonna be no 300,000, but I'm saying they deserve 300,000 for Jolly Roger. But the problem is, if you get involved, right, will it be the same business? People go to Jolly Roger for them. People go to FlipFlop for me. So I think with an investment in FlipFlop, I would have to do something where you invest and I still got to be part of it some type of way. So we'll see how that goes. But like I said, still doing franchising now. I'm gonna do some franchising. Put some more FlipFlops out there. Puerto, Plata, Santiago. You know, I actually had an opportunity in Punta Cana, but it fell through. That was gonna be dope. But we'll see. You know, more FlipFlops. Put them all over the place. But also, when you're buying something, remember you're buying the name. You're not buying the land. Almost every business, including FlipFlop, I don't own that. I don't own that land. I pay rent to the builders. But I don't own the land. Most businesses do not own the land. So at the end of the day, you're buying the name and you're paying rent. So just remember that. Beach Life 66 said Brazilians are very bold and don't fear the police. Yeah, if that's what, I agree with you. Yeah, that's what I said. It's a little dangerous. I say Brazil's kind of dangerous, but you won't really find in Copacabana getting much drama here. Barra de Juca, or Tijuca, excuse me if I'm saying it wrong. We only had one issue out there, and that's because one of my homies was drinking. He was a little good, but I just told the dudes, because you could tell these were some serious dudes. So I just told them, hey, no disrespect, but we don't need to talk to y'all. Like, our VIP was next to theirs. That was kind of like the only drama I had. And it wasn't really drama. It was more like me just standing up saying, you know, my man's drunk, he's having a good time, he's enjoying himself. He's saying hello to the people next to us. But I don't want to be so friendly because I can look at them and tell what they are. You know, like, I'm from the hood. I know what these motherfuckers are. So I had said, hey, bro, come over here. Fellas, no disrespect, but we don't need to talk to y'all. And they were like, nah, we understand. It's cool. So, you know, that was probably the only thing I ever felt like something might go down. But because I could tell who they were. You know, they were street dudes. I'm a street, I used to be in the streets. So at the end of the day, I could peep that, but no issues. And they was like, hey, appreciate you, bro. No disrespect, da-da-da. Of course, I kept looking over, making sure I don't want no problems in here. They about 20 deep, you know. I'm with 5 niggas that probably can't fight. So I'm like, look over there. But yeah, really, you won't get in no drama out here. Like I said, carry yourself properly the way you would in your neighborhood, the way you would in any ghetto in your city. Just carry yourself properly, you'll be fine. Same, and anywhere you go. And that's kind of what Paradise Life is about. As far as you traveling, you know, you come to the events, you come to the trips, we gonna make sure you good, because we good. I go anywhere, I'm good, thank God. Anywhere I go, I'm good, you know. DJ Bill says, so the deal the Spurs gave Pop to stay coach. No, I didn't see it. What they give him? I gotta catch up on my sports. Like I said, this whole weekend was just me running around. Yeah, let me know what they gave him. Polo said Lenny is from the city I live in. Yeah, Lenny's what's his name? Lenny about that. So he got caught up in the hype. You know what, Polo? That's the best way to say it. Lenny got caught up in his own hype because he was the man. Okay, he was based. Remember him and LeBron. Well, LeBron gave him like 30-something points at the ABCD camp, I think it was. But him and LeBron were supposed to be 1 and 2. Excuse me, but Lenny just couldn't get his shit together. I would see Lenny in the clubs. Like I said, he was drinking Hennessy with us. I'm a kid back then. I was in the clubs at the early age. But Lenny was in the clubs, supposed to be practicing. It was one of them things where he didn't take his life seriously at that moment. Now he regrets it. You see, he says now, he said, man, I messed up. I could have been one of the greatest ever, but I messed up. You know, when you that young, I think LeBron might be the only person, him and KG, I'm gonna put Kevin Garnett in there too. The two of them might be the only ones that came straight out of high school. Kobe as well, rest in peace, Kobe. The three of them are the only ones came straight out of high school and focused on their craft, made themselves better, worked on their game every day. I think the three of them out of high school were probably the best three we've ever seen out of high school, as far as it kept their careers going over and over. A lot of guys flame out because they just don't understand how to keep themselves going. So I think the three of those guys, Kobe, LeBron, and Kevin Garnett, straight out of high school were just monsters, you know, and got better and better and better every year. I'm not a LeBron hater, but I'm not a LeBron fan, you know. Once he did the decision, I kind of was like done with LeBron. You know, he's the greatest GM of all time. LeBron James is the greatest general manager of all time. I will always say that. He puts teams together. Shit weird. Oh, Flo, what's good? He said Fall Rock Pigeons. Oh, man. Shout out to the 40s. Shout out to Red Fern, Edgeman. 29 said, Bo Jackson or Derrick Henry, who you tackling? Are you making a business decision? I'm gonna tell you like this. I'd rather tackle. That's hard. Yeah, I'd rather tackle Bo Jackson. Derrick Henry. Going. Let me turn my ring off. Excuse me, guys. Turn this ring off. Derrick Henry gonna kill you. But that's a hard question, bro. I don't know. If it's gang tackling, Derrick Henry. If I'm 1-on-1, shit. I'm gonna say Bo. I'm gonna say Bo. But even Bo run over your ass too. Shit, that's hard. That's a good question too. Now I ain't gonna lie to you. That's a good question. He said, Michael said, you know they say all white women. Oh, Jesus Christ. Shout out to you, Michael. He said, no, Aaron Donald good, but no. That's what I said. I'm gonna put, and I'm not gonna, like I said, I'm not gonna knock you. Everybody has their opinion, but I'm not gonna say Aaron Donald's not one of the greatest we've ever seen. You know, so if you want my greatest defense, my greatest players of all time, my greatest players, I'll give you my top 5. This is Greg's FlipFlop's top 5. LT's number 1. Aaron Donald's number. I'm putting Aaron Donald. I actually a tie 1A, 1B in my opinion. I'm talking about football now. Football. Number 2, Deion. Because like I said, 1A, 1B is Donald. If you watch Donald, he dominates. You haven't seen many people like that before. So LT and Aaron Donald, 1A, 1B, hands down. I can't put Donald above LT, but I put him right there. He changes the game. Deion Sanders, number 2. Reggie White, number 3. 100% Reggie White. If you guys never got to watch Reggie was a monster and the nicest guy in the world. Like he would crush you and say, "Hey, my brother, be blessed." That's why they called him the deacon of defense. Reggie White literally would be like, "Hey, my brother, you okay? May God bless you." He just sacked you 5 times. And then I'm gonna say Tom Brady, number 4. Got to give Brady his props. I mean, as much as we don't like Brady, as much as all the scandals that the Patriots had, you got to give Brady his due diligence. The dude came from being a backup to being a superstar. So definitely I give Brady his props. And number 5, I'm not gonna say Bo only because Bo's injuries cut his career. Number 5, I'm gonna say Barry Sanders. It would be Bo. I'll put Bo over Barry if Bo got to finish his career, but I'm gonna say Barry Sanders. And Barry Sanders is 5A. I gotta put Jim Brown as 5B. I wasn't around the Jim Brown era, but I watched a lot of film. Jim Brown was out of this world. You guys may not realize he was out of this world. 1,400 yards in 12-game seasons. That's nuts. And Jim Brown had this thing where even if he was hurt, he got up the same way every time. He got up nice and slow. He wouldn't let the team know he was tired, wouldn't let them know he was hurt. He just got up nice and slow. That was his thing. Get up slow, If you get up slow every time, they don't know what you're feeling. Get up slow, get back to the ball. Gotta give Jim Brown his props. I'm a huge Sweetness fan, Walter Payton, but I've got to put Barry and Jim Brown above Walter Payton. So 5A, 5B. I'm sneaking 2 extra players in there. Did y'all see what I did? I added the B's to sneak in 2 more. Huge Walter Payton fan. Sweetness. I had the Roos. You gotta have the kangaroo sneakers. You gotta support. Gotta support. I see that, Ralphie. I got you. Gotta support. You got the Rouge. You gotta support Sweetness. Walter Payton, one of my favorite players to watch. I won't lie, but I gotta put Barry. I gotta put Jim Brown. Have to. Have no choice. You can add your guys in there who you want, but those are mine. My guys. Diego said you must listen to Deion talk about Bo laying hands on him. They had a little rivalry because they was the only 2 players doing what they was doing. So, had a little rivalry. Dennis said, are there places you would avoid in Sosua Beach? No, when I really avoid. Excuse me, guys. Sosua Beach is dope. I got my favorite spots I go to, so no place I really avoid. Just I got my favorite spots. I go to certain spots in Sosua Beach because these are my spots I've been going to for years. No place I really would avoid. No, you just gotta make sure you watch when people charge you. You don't overcharge and all that. Studio Dude said, he said, I'm in the gym, get ready for Halloween. Hey, it's gonna be lit. Fix his camera. It's gonna be lit. 60 mil for 5 years? That makes sense. He's the general manager too, so he might have given himself that deal. Shout out to Popovich, man. 60 mil, 5. Jesus, man. 60 mil for 5 years. Beach life. So I can't understand why you continue to go that nasty place, Brazil. I can understand maybe once or twice you left the place with the most beautiful beaches in the world. It's just a getaway, bro. It's just a getaway for me. You know, I live the paradise life, so nothing wrong. But I'm telling you, bro, it's not nasty. It's cool. I'm sorry. I'm trying to fix this. There we go. I don't think it's nasty. I think Brazil is dope. Just a getaway. Get away from the soup. You know, I live in paradise, but you got to experience some other paradises. And like I said, we just came back from Buzios, and Buzios was dope. They had a good time. Powell said, but they don't win. Miguel Torres in the building. What's up, brother? Trey said he was a free agent, man. Come on, and he made money for charity, leaving Cleveland behind. Yeah, that's why I said I really wasn't a fan of his, but not a hater. Definitely respect the bro. David said, when you gonna make the mixtape public? Mixtape stays in the member section. Become a member. Support the channel. Yeah, become a member. It's definitely staying in the archives for the members only. Shout out to all my members, man. It's gonna be some more dope stuff coming in the member section. I'm gonna give a huge shout out to Industries with Keys. Definitely putting some stuff in my ear and getting me in the right direction with this channel. You know, I'm still learning a lot of stuff on YouTube. Still, even though it was 4 years now, 5 years. No, 2018 was my first video. Still learning this stuff. Not perfect. I'm still tell you guys I'm not a social media guy, so I'm learning a lot. So should be shout out to him. He said Lloyd Daniels was nice. Definitely was nice. Kevin de LA said LeBron played a little basketball on the way. Lester Hayes, Hall of Famer, yes, 100%. I can't forget about Lester Hayes. But like I said, I can only talk. Even though Jim Brown, I didn't see Jim Brown play. I could talk about Jim Brown because of what he's done. I watched a lot of film on him. You guys know I'm a sports guy. I'm a geek. I love sports to death. But I didn't get to see much of Lester Hayes. But I watched some film on him, and Jesus, he was good. Definitely good. Trey said I was just about to say Reggie better than Aaron. It's an argument you can have depending on what era you watched, but you can't deny Reggie was a monster. He was a monster. You know, from Philly to Green Bay, Reggie White was just ridiculous. You had to double team that man. Michael said, what about Earl Campbell? I wouldn't want to get hit by Earl Campbell either. He was a monster. And he always put his head down. Like, he put his head down and ran your ass over. Jerry Rice is there, but he's out of my top 10. I'm never going to deny Jerry Rice's greatness, but he's not in my top 10. He's definitely one of the greats. I'm talking about, for me, the greatest players. Jerry Rice is not in my top 10. Definitely in my top 15, 100%. Skyrider Yeah, definitely hit that like button, y'all. We got 75 in the building. Also, like I said, if you're just joining us, don't forget, hit me up. Paradise Life and Beyond WhatsApp group. Hit me up to join the group. Hit me up on email, Instagram. If you got my number, hit me up. We're adding people. We're opening the group up. Adding everybody in. If you get kicked out, that means you wasn't meant to be there. But adding people. And for the ladies, if any ladies watching, we're doing Paradise Life Hers, a ladies group as well. Can't leave the ladies out. They support as well. But we'll have Paradise Life Hers. That'll be the female group. Information, traveling, networking, all that. So stay tuned for all of that. But definitely hit me up with your number, by the way, too, so I can add you to the group. I told the guys this morning we're opening up the WhatsApp group, the 7th Paradise Life group, Paradise Life and Beyond. So stay tuned. He said, Flip, don't forget Bo ended Bos. No, he said Bo ended Bosworth's career. Bosworth ended Bosworth's career. He was terrible. Bosworth off them steroids was nobody. He was a better actor. Moving Silence said, what about OJ? No. Was OJ great? Hell yeah. Definitely one of my top 10 running backs if I do a running back list. But OJ in college to me was better than OJ in NFL. If that makes like Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush in college was an animal. He was a monster. Reggie Bush in the NFL, so. David, there you go. Shout out to you, Dave, joining up. Bert Ross in the building, a.k.a. Air Miles Bert. That's my bro over there. Shout out to the bro. Moving side to Eric Dickerson. Yeah, Eric Dickerson was great. Definitely my top 10 running backs. Eric Dickerson was a monster. What was that his rookie year? 1,700, 1,800 yards in his rookie year? And that was 14 games back then, I think. Dennis said, will you clarify your thoughts on Santo Domingo as a place? Santo Domingo's dope. Dope city. I love to hang out there. Boca Chica Beach. You got El Conde. You got downtown, central area and all that. All the old city and all that. So a lot to do in Santo Domingo. A lot of partying, too. Dennis said, Richard Sherman is in both Greg and Richard Sherman is not in my top 10. Big shout out to Richard Sherman. He is not in my top 10. Texas Rays, Dallas in the building. What's good, baby? Malcolm said, that's a strong statement, Malcolm. He said, Reggie Bush is the best college running back of all time. That's a strong statement. I got to say Bo. I got to say Barry. I got to say Earl Campbell. I got to say Eric Dickerson. I got to say, oh my God, Marshall Faulk. Don't get it messed up. Some of these guys were nasty in college. Ron Dane, no gain Dane when he was in the Giants. No gain Dane at Wisconsin, 2,000 something yards. Oh, whoa. And don't forget, during the Reggie Bush years, White had most of the touchdowns. White had the most rushing yards and most touchdowns. Reggie Bush was the highlight reel. That's why I said Reggie Bush is definitely one of the greatest college players ever. I can't say the greatest running back. Maybe Reggie Bush makes my top 10, but college is a different animal. Was it Liddell White, whatever his name was, the other running back? He had the most touchdowns and the most rushing yards. It's just that Reggie Bush was the highlight reel. You got the ball in his hands, he was gone. You got tons of, oh my God, LaDainian Tomlinson was a great college running back. So many running backs, Jesus. Willis McGahee is 1 year. Excuse me, it's 1 year. Willis McGahee went off. Frank Gore, who to me is one of the, I put Frank Gore in my top 15 running backs NFL. His career got cut short in college. Frank Gore was a monster. Frank Gore had a long career, too. Jay said, you triple flip. Greatest wide receiver, not in top 10. No. He's in my wide receivers, but in my greatest athletes or my greatest players in the NFL, no, he's not in my top 10. Nah. Definitely gonna give him his props. Not my top 10. I'll tell you like this. When it comes to my top players in my top 10, if there's a wide receiver to be there, it 100% would be Randy Moss. I could even make an argument for Terrell Owens as far as the greatest wide receiver, in my opinion. It's my opinion. Do I knock Jerry Rice? Not. Jerry Rice is a great player. But I'm talking about, Jerry Rice actually had a hell of a team. You guys forget that 49ers team was stacked. I'm talking about a player doing it, taking over. Moss could take over a game. Moss is part of the highest scoring offense of all time. Back then, Jerry Rice had the running game, passing game, defense, quarterback. They had everything. So that team was stacked for years. I guess let's give FlipFlop more likes. Yes, definitely give him more likes. Rich boy selling. I'm catch that comment. What you say? Oh, you already listen. I can't. I keep doing this. Halloween is going to be lit, 100%. It's gonna be crazy. Atlanta Gilmore, what's up, baby? I haven't heard from you in a while. How you been, brother? Shout out to Atlanta Gilmore. He said that's Cat. Yeah, that's Cat. Yeah, that Reggie was a star, but I'm not gonna put him as the greatest running back. Definitely in my top 10. But running backs, yeah, he wasn't. He was just a flash. White had all the stats. People don't realize that. I'll give him top 10. I'll do top 10. Las Vegas Sports Talk in the building. What's good with you, brother? How you doing? 2 nines to Jerry Rice was just pretty on how he ran routes. Yeah, believe it. People don't realize that. He dropped a lot of passes. He definitely did. In the beginning of his career, Jerry was close to getting cut one time. They got a story about that. 2-9 knows his football. Yeah, Jerry had dropped a lot of passes first 2 years. But then he got us together and then became someone who didn't drop nothing. I'm never going to knock Jerry Rice's greatness. I'm just going to talk about my opinion. Randy Moss could take over a game. Unfortunately, he never got a chip because of my Giants. But still part of the 2 of the highest scoring offenses of all time. Angry Bus Driver in the building. Shout out to you, my bro. He said, Walter Payton is the greatest player ever, punted for a season, backup quarterback. Walter Payton did it all. Walter Payton was my guy. Yes, Moss was definitely a monster. That's why I would put him in my top 10 of greatest players of all time, because Moss took over a game, man. Moss took over a game. When he was with Minnesota, the highest scoring offense of all time, he went to maybe he had a couple bad. People don't realize he had those couple bad years with the Raiders in Oakland, because the Raiders was just a shit organization back then. So they messed up his career for 2 years. But as soon as he went to the Patriots, look what the Patriots did. The second highest scoring offense of all time. Facts. That's why I said Jerry Rice is definitely great, but people don't realize he had a slow start to his career. He wasn't the Jerry you guys know. You know, but like I said, it also goes back to knowing sports and watching sports. I was watching sports back then. And Jerry Rice had his little issue with drops, but he's still probably the greatest receiver of all time. Never gonna knock that. I would put Terrell Owens and Randy Moss right there with him. You know, as much as people hate Terrell Owens, you cannot deny he was one of the greatest wide receivers we ever seen. He should have been in the Hall a long time ago. Trey Pop, I don't have a favorite. I'm witness too many to count. Yeah, Ricky Williams was. People, I'm gonna tell you a funny story of Ricky Williams. Y'all know he was a fullback at Texas. He wasn't a halfback. He was a fullback, and one time he got the ball and ran for a 70-yard touchdown. And the coach said it was like a 3rd and 3 or something like that. So they gave him the ball, figured he get 3 yards, grounded out, and he ran for like 7. I remember I watched that game too. Ran for like 70-something yards, and they said we didn't know he was that good. And then they moved him to halfback, and the rest was history. He was actually playing fullback at Texas, and then they moved him to halfback. A lot of people don't know that. He said, I saw Jerry in college satellite offense. There you go. Archie Griffin, definitely one of the greatest players. I think he's one of the only 2-time winners at that, if I'm not mistaken. If y'all keeping it real, Sterling Sharp. Listen, if Sterling career did not get ended early, another one. Sterling Sharp would have been one of the greats. Hands down. I got to witness that, man. That man was something special. Sterling Sharp was something special. I will agree with that. Brandon said T.O. dropped a lot of passes. Well, here's the thing. The Giants started this. Shout out to my New York Giants. If you hit, T.O. didn't like to get hit. There was a San Fran game where we lit his ass up. It was a playoff game, matter of fact. We were lighting him up. They realized he don't like to get hit. He runs away from contact. T.O. didn't like contact. So once the Giants saw that, they had watched some film and realized he wasn't dropping the passes on purpose. He would drop them because he was worried about who was coming to hit him. And back then, you hitting football. So the Giants proved it, and they said, you know what, we're going to hit him. And they kept tearing his ass up. T.O.'s drops because he was worried about the footsteps. That's what his drops were. He didn't like contact. He didn't like someone coming across the middle tearing his ass up. So a lot of his, and I'm not giving excuses for it, but I'm just saying, most of his drops was, who's that over there? You know what I mean? So that's where T.O. dropped a lot of passes. He was definitely afraid to get hit. He said spandex gate ended his run. Tunan said, I wish D-Hops had better opportunities, can go when the ball is in. He's still one of the best. It's just that you got to see what happens. Did you see when he caught touchdown over those three? Yeah. D-Hop's still one of the best. Excuse me, sorry guys. It's just really about who's going to take a chance on D-Hop. You know? He's still a top receiver, still can do it. It's just that he's older, he wants a lot of money. So him and the Dalvin Cook situation is kind of crazy because do you give him that amount of money? Dalvin Cook, we know, is one of the top running backs in the league, but the running back market is crazy. What do we got? What is today? Today is the 9th. So today's the 9th. All franchise tags got to be signed by July 17th. So even Saquon, if his ain't signed, it's going to be hard. Trey said, to be fair, that was still during the time DBs could take your head off. As Ricky Waters said, yeah, they can take your head off. But as I said, and that's why I said I'm not going to knock T.O. It was proven he does not like contact. Is he dominant? Yes. But you send him over the middle, he like this, looking around, you know. Marvin Harris is definitely in my top 10. I don't think people realize how good, because he didn't talk a lot, how good Marvin Harrison was. And his son is going to be a monster in the NFL. I'm calling it now and letting you guys know. His son is going to be a monster in the NFL. You know what one of the GMs said? And I told you guys a while back, probably don't remember. One of the GMs said, looking at Marvin Harrison is like having a Porsche in your driveway and not having the keys. Because you want to drive it because this guy's so good, but you got to wait a whole year to get the keys. Because everybody knows Marvin Harrison might fuck around and go number one. 6'4", runs routes like his dad, damn near unstoppable. He's basically a taller, faster version of his dad. So Marvin Harrison Jr. coming out, fucking around, be the number one pick. Believe it. Believe when I tell you. And like I said, the GM said, waiting for Marvin Harris to come out is like having a Porsche in your driveway and not being able to drive it because you ain't got the keys. So I think he might go number one. Yeah, you heard the footsteps. You remember that? You heard the footsteps. That's what you should say. You heard the footsteps. You dropped the ball. It happens to a lot of people because some people get scared. Even when I played, man, I'll tell you, I have video when I would knock over the safety and the cornerback because my momentum is taking me so fast. I want to get the ball. I didn't worry about the footsteps. I wasn't worried about who was going to hit me because in my mind, I'm just going for the ball. And there was a couple plays where I had, even my coach was like, Greg, did you mean to do that? Did you mean to knock out the safety? I got knocked out safeties or cornerbacks because I'm going for the ball, but I'm not worried about the footsteps. Whoever's there is there. I remember this one play. I never forget this. I was a senior and watching the film, and the safety's lining me up. He's lining me up to kill me. Swear to God. I'm even looking at the film like, oh shit, that kid could have killed me. And I'm running so fast, and I'm focused on the ball. I get the ball. Wow, we collide. But my momentum runs me into him. He don't run into me. I run into him. And boom, touchdown. Had I looked over real quick, it might have been a different play. But I was so focused on the ball, I didn't care who was in front of me. Now, mind you, he could have fucking killed me. 100% could have killed me. But, you know, that was just me back then. I didn't worry about contact. I loved contact. So I'm looking at the ball to score the touchdown. I know, but it's a wide open play. I know I'm about to score this touchdown, but I'm not worried about the guy. But some people don't like to get hit. So they'll be like, drop the ball. Oh, man, I dropped it. You know? He said running backs should have their own union. The problem is when you get a 7th round running back and a 6th round running back or a running back tandem of guys who are undrafted and they fucking getting 1,000 yards, the running back market goes to shit. The running back market is shit right now. You're going to have to get a guy like Derrick Henry to break that 2,000-yard joint, win the MVP, be the reason his team won games, to get the running back market back up. That's what you're going to have to do. It's going to have to be a LaDainian Tomlinson season. 30 touchdowns. What was it? Was it 30 or 28? 28 touchdowns. 1,700 yards. Just being the dominant player. That's the only way the running back market is going back up. I'm sorry. It's just bad right now. I can get a guy in the 4th round. He could start. I get a 3rd round or a 5th round or a 6th rounder and I'm intertwining them, and they're both good in my system. So the running back market is definitely going down. I'm honestly going to tell you guys, the receiver market is going to get a little funny too. All these $20 million players, $30 million players, that's cool. Excuse me, but when you get a receiver that makes some money in the quarterback, things gonna start getting fishy. Trust me when I tell you. I think they put too much out there. Excuse me. Shane Brown in the building, B More in the building. What's up, my brother? Jesse said his son, the best wide receiver in college, Georgia wouldn't have beat Ohio State. Yes, no, 100%. Jesse, if Marvin Harrison Jr. does not get hurt in that game, Ohio State wins that game. Remember, he got hurt. He had to be taken to the back. He was hurt. He couldn't come back and play. Marvin Harrison Jr. plays that game. Ohio State wins. Georgia had nobody to cover that kid. Nobody. And if you remember, that Ohio State game was a good game. That was a very good game. But they were missing their main guy. He said, yeah, 29 said Harrison and Reggie Wayne was a good duo. Quiet, yeah. Oh, man. Remember that? Peyton had it. Oof. Edgerrin James, Marvin Harris, Reggie Wayne. Who was the third guy? The little white guy. I forgot his damn name. Little slot receiver. That Colts team was crazy. And people don't give Edgerrin James his props. Edgerrin James was a monster in college and in the NFL. Yeah, speaks better now. See, I see your boy safe from the cancer. See, here's what happens. So always be aware of your surroundings. So the Uber comes, picks us up from the hotel, and he's speaking Portuguese, and I'm not really understanding everything he's saying. So I asked the lady at the desk to explain, because he said something like, you cancel it, and then you just pay me. So I'm like, okay, why would he want me to cancel an Uber? So we get to the desk, and he tells the lady, same thing. I understood him, but I wasn't sure why he wanted us to cancel it. So it's Uber X, Comfort, AC. He was like, hey, they take, like my boys said, they take 30% or 35% of the driver's fee. So it was a 3-hour trip. So the trip was like $450 real, basically almost $100 basically. And when she said, yeah, he wants to cancel the trip, he'll cancel the trip, and you guys just pay him. I was like, okay, it's the same $450, don't mean nothing to me. And but I put out my live location, say, hey guys, white Fiat, cancel the trip. I don't know, gotta be careful. But yeah, we made it home safe, man. I definitely was just like, he was like, cancel the trip, we good, bro. He got us to the crib. Pastor Area Forces said the only difference between a first round back and everyone else is what they drive. That's 100%. I mean, and Arian Foster, shout out to Arian Foster saying the NFL scripted. That's 100%. Look at Terrell Davis, 7th round pick, MVP, Super Bowl MVP. Like, it's one of those things where the you can get a running back. All right, I'll give you this. So the two running backs for North Carolina? The one running back for Denver who got hurt, Jamal Williams, I think it is, and the other running back plays for the Jets. I think it was North Carolina. At North Carolina University, they each had 1,000 yards, right? Jamal had, it's a while back, so I'm trying to get this together, 1,300 yards and 18 touchdowns. It was the North Carolina running game was crazy back then. And the dude who's on the Jets, who basically is the backup to Breece Hall, had 1,100 yards and 12 touchdowns, something like that. Both of them were killing the game that year. Jamal Williams went to Denver. He just got hurt, but he'll be back this year. He was drafted third round. The other guy was drafted like 4th or 5th round. They're both quality running backs. They both had over 1,000 yards in college. It's just that when they got to the NFL, Jamal Williams did his thing. Other dude for the Jets, not so much because the Jets line wasn't that good, but he's still there. He's still Breece Hall's backup. He's probably gonna start until Breece Hall come back. But those two running backs were fucking 4th or 3rd and 5th rounders, something like that. And they're monsters. Like, they're both good. So you really didn't lose with either one. So when you can get a back in the 5th round, you want to get your first round backs. I knew some first round backs were coming. And that Jameer pick was not the Alabama running back. That was not a surprise for me. He fits a lot of systems. Excuse me, and his speed, and because he can catch the ball in the backfield, he's a super fast running back receiver. I felt he might go first round. He fits any system. He can help a lot of people. So Jahmyr Gibbs going first round wasn't a surprise to me. Old boy from Texas wasn't a surprise to me. It just surprised me he went to Atlanta, and I'll tell you why. The Atlanta running back from last year had like 1,400 yards. Atlanta basically relied on him. Why they went and decided to get another running back, I don't know. Maybe running back tandem, but that guy was drafted like 4th round, 5th round, something like that, and he had 1,400 yards. So, but Atlanta's team is built to run, so it'd be a good spot for him. Las Vegas Sports said, "Come on." He said, "Come on, Flip. Everyone that started back then heard footsteps when they first started playing." Well, no, I didn't. I loved contact. I played football because I loved to hit. Shout out to my man Sean Chevalier, one of my good friends in high school. We actually looked alike when we would play ball. It was weird. They said Greg who hits, Sean who doesn't hit. I loved contact. So at the end of the day, the footsteps, I wanted to hurt people. I wanted to hit. One of my main reasons playing football was to hit people. So once I was watching the football game, I saw LT. I just got like my first TV, like a 21-inch or 13-inch TV, whatever it was, and I'm watching LT crush people. And I said, "Where's the police at? These guys are hitting each other. No police is going. I'm from the hood. I don't know none of this shit." And I play football to hit. I'll never forget my first practice ever. My dad brought me to this. I forgot the name of it. It was a small team in the hood. I got my ass cracked up. I was getting cracked. I didn't know what to do. But I kept getting up. I loved it. I was like, yes, this is what I want to play. I love soccer, but F soccer. I want to get hit and hit people. Then when I learned how to hit, like I learned to induce punishment, oh man, that was it. It was over. I was coming at you full steam ahead. Definitely probably got CTE. Definitely my brain is not right. But put my head, that's back when you can hit people. Put my head down, I'm coming for you. Shit, man. Yeah, so the contact for me was everything. I loved contact. Bill D in the building. Brandon Edrin James is super underrated. Yeah, University of North Carolina. Yes, sir. I know my joints. Over 12,000 yards, 11 seasons. Yeah, homie was good. Hall of Famer, too. Unc Rob, what's good with you, baby? Randy Mack said, "Greetings, G. I have a question regarding accommodation in Rio. I'll be visiting in January for the first time. Good time to come in January. Would you recommend staying in a hotel?" I say Airbnb. Like, I'm in a place called Atlantico Palace. We're in a penthouse. Dope Airbnbs. Good security. So I say Airbnb. Most of the spots are really dope. They all got security at the front desk. Even the doorman. Like, this is a doorman. One thing about here at Atlantico Palace, I could walk in the lobby and there's police just sitting there chilling, eating, watching TV. Police come watch the game or something. Like, there's always like police just around, just chilling. So at the end of the day, the security's pretty good. So I say Airbnb. Just only because I stayed at the hotel once. It was cool. It's not my vibe for out here. Oh, Fred Jackson never got in the field. Yeah, Fred Jackson didn't do anything. Free World says Shockey, Colston, Ojo Single with good receivers. Remember, Shockey, you talking about, what Shockey you talking about? Not Jeremy Shockey, he was a tight end. Colston was a hell of a receiver, yeah. 7th round, Mr. Irrelevant, 7th round pick. Had a hell of a career. No speed at all. Out of Hofstra University. Shout out to Colston, man. Yeah. No speed at all, but definitely had a good career. Got paid. So guys, don't forget, hit me up to join the WhatsApp group. It's getting dark out here. Join the Paradise Life, the new Paradise Life WhatsApp group, Paradise Life Beyond. We're taking the members. What else? Halloween's coming. Get ready. I got a couple videos dropping. I think my Alta Vista video is dropping in 2 days. I got to edit. Shout out to the 360, man. This 360 is Insta 360. This camera is dope. Still learning how to use it, but got some dope footage. They have an AI program that does the editing, which is really dope. So still getting this camera down packed, but I'm learning it. It's a really dope camera. So got some good footage with that as well. But stay tuned for more. I ain't gonna stay long out here. I'm gonna get ready to grab some food and see where the night leads me. So you guys stay up, do your thing. Appreciate y'all. Make sure you hit that like button. Appreciate all y'all. MrFlipFlop in Brazil. I'm out.